Tonight, immigration experts are demanding the governor step in after a King 5 investigation revealed the Department of Licensing is sharing private driver's license information with ICE. Glad you're with us at 6:30. I'm Greg Copeland.
I'm Jessica Janner Castro. If federal agencies are using that data to find and deport people, that is against state law. Here's King 5 investigator Kristen Goodwillie, who first broke the story.
Universally, community feels betrayed.
Lorena Gonzalez with ACLU Washington is calling for Governor Ferguson to stop state agencies from sharing private data with the federal government unless required by law. This comes after a King 5 investigation revealed the Department of Licensing, where you get a driver's license or register your car, is sharing that information with Homeland Security, ICE, and Border Patrol.
We believe very, very strongly and firmly that this practice has to stop. The law is clear here. State agencies should not, must not volunteer and help federal immigration enforcement.
Washington policy is clear. A state agency like the Department of Licensing or DOL cannot share information with the feds for immigration purposes. While the DOL says ICE has promised to use this information for crimes like human trafficking, concerns about what is being shared and why is growing. From state legislators like Washington Senator Lisa Wellman.
And it's not our responsibility to do ICE's work for them. And so we shouldn't.
To policy analysts.
It is scary to see this level of data access and is something that we should all be concerned about.
And immigration lawyers.
So it's very upsetting, especially in this state where I like to think that we try to do the right thing here and protect people and not trample over the rights.
Look what's happening, bro.
Our investigation that first aired 10 days ago showed DOL has open agreements with ICE, Border Patrol, and 3 other Homeland Security departments that allow access to its 24/7 information portal. That database contains names, addresses, driving histories, and vehicle information. We found federal agents are ramping up their searches of DOL's portal. Since Trump's election in November, they skyrocketed 188%. Looking just at ICE's account, in November 2024, agents searched for driver and vehicle records about 500 times. This May, that number tripled to more than 1,600 searches.
So we're asking the Ferguson administration not just follow the law and avoid helping ICE, but that he take proactive, urgent, immediate steps to stop sharing data with any federal agency unless absolutely required by law.
And everyone has a right to data privacy.
But organizations like Washington State Budget and Policy Center, a nonprofit that educates people about state laws and legislative priorities in Olympia, were shocked by this type of collaboration and plan to take action.
It is our #1 priority to make sure that we are taking care of immigrant community members who are impacted by this data sharing. That means that first making sure that people know that their information has been shared and meeting with lawyers or community organizations to talk about what makes sense and is best for their situation.
As a result, the ACLU and other nonprofit organizations have met with DOL demanding answers. In Olympia, Representative Charlotte Mena plans to hold a hearing in September questioning agencies like DOL on their data sharing and implementation of Washington law. Senator Wellman spoke with the governor about this investigation and says she's prepared for a strong legislative session in January.
Are we going to talk about immigration in the next session? You're damn right we are. There's a lot of things that are happening that are very concerning.
The Department of Licensing said in a statement, if the DOL finds their data is being used for immigrant enforcement, they will revoke access. And they are actively communicating with stakeholders, policymakers, and community members to evaluate whether there are any improvements they can make to their processes. King 5 reached out to Governor Ferguson with pointed questions about his reaction to this data and actions he plans to take. He declined to comment. I also reached out to ICE for a comment about my story and have not heard back. In the newsroom, I'm Kristen Goodwillie, King 5 News.